How can you help when your loved one is unable to talk distinctly? He just mumbles and we cannot understand him. Firstly, I know how hard it is to communicate when you are struggling to understand what somebody is saying to you. Let me answer your question briefly here. As a person progresses through the different types and stages of dementia, their communication skills do become impacted. Here are 3 strategies you could try to see if it becomes easier to communicate with your loved one. The first one is I want you to consider minimizing distractions when you're talking to your loved one who is struggling to communicate with you. Whenever I start to pay attention to the environment, I sometimes notice that I have left the television on, or I notice that I'm talking to them from across the room. And these types of things may contribute to the fact that it is difficult to communicate with my loved one. People with dementia start to have difficulty in communicating when there's a bigger distance between them. And they may need you to actually be right in front of them within 2 to 3 feet of them when you're trying to communicate. They may not have the ability anymore to tune out the television or a cell phone or people talking, those kinds of things. The second thing is when my dad, who is also having difficulty with language at times, struggles to find the right word for the situation, I try to anticipate what the word is that he's looking for, not to correct him, but to actually understand what he's trying to communicate to me. So you could consider trying to speak dementia, and that is anticipating what it is that he is actually trying to say. I have found for myself, it just creates more frustration for both me and him or my mom or them when I keep asking them things like, can you say that again? Or I didn't hear you. I just try to fill in the blanks and try to better guess every single time to decrease their frustration. The third thing that you can try is a strategy like giving them the words that you think they may be saying or repeating back what you have heard. Sometimes you can point to something or ask for simple clarification questions and see if you can figure out what they are trying to say. I know from working with my patients over the last 30 years in dementia care that when I couldn't figure out what they were saying, it made their frustration and their sense of isolation or lack of control even worse. I was contributing to their what we call challenging behaviors. But when you know your loved one, because you do know your loved one, it is easier for you to make educated guesses about what they're actually trying to say to you. And when you supplement them because you can change, they can't change because you know your loved one best, then you will empower them to feel like they're still communicating well with you because they are trying to communicate with you. They definitely are, even though it's hard to figure out sometimes what they're saying. Your loved one is trying, even though he's mumbling, to communicate with you. So it's up to us to see if we can figure it out. If you liked this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and I will see you there. And as I end all my videos, may the Lord bless you and keep you, and I will see you again soon.